Welcome back to Legends Never Die, where neither will you if you know Jesus. This is probably my favorite part of the YouTube Sports Card Hall of Fame experience for the whole year. This is my favorite event, my favorite part of the whole thing, when the class each year gets to give their acceptance speeches, thank whoever they want to thank, say whatever they would like to say. And it's just a feel-good moment to celebrate each and every one of these channels. So I'm going to get out of the way, just introduce the first one, and give him the floor. And first up will be Orlando from A Collector's Dream.
Hello, everyone. This is Orlando from A Collector's Dream. And first of all, I have to thank God. I've had this change since I was a kid. And my grandparents always told me that if you believe in God, that everything will work out for the best. And thank God my life has worked out awesome. YouTube for me was one of these things that I used to watch all the time. I used to be a lurker. So anybody that's been a lurker, just hanging out, watching these YouTube videos that's never commented or never really liked or never really participated in anything, I truly encourage you guys to do it, to just get on there, even if you just write a comment. Let me tell you, it will enhance your hobby more than anything that you could ever imagine. As someone that's been collecting cards for 60 years now, it's one of those things that you collected by yourself for your entire lifetime. And then, you start watching these OGs, we'll call them, the people that have been on there for 10, 15 years producing videos. And these are the guys that really I have to thank the most, because without those guys that came before me, or many of the guys that got inducted, these were the ones that really came out and were the founding fathers of the YouTube channels and YouTube Hall of Fame. So I want to just thank those guys first of all. Next, I just want to thank everyone that's ever watched my videos, that's ever really commented on my videos, liked my videos, and really have just been able to see this. I mean, that's pretty much all you see in my videos, and it's kind of crazy that I've been able to just get so many friends from this journey, which it is what it is, And the way I started my channel was really one of the most depressing times of my life. My dad had Alzheimer's and went through years just of failing, mental capacity. And I had to retire and spend time with my mom and dad. Thank God my mom is still alive at 95, and God bless her, and thank her. She was the one that after I went to college and got married, she was the one that found my cards again and called me and told me. I was living in another city at the time and rushed back to pick it up. And once I got my collection going, I just really started by myself and my family. My two kids helped me out, going to card shows, being a dealer for about 10 years, and really collecting for most of my life. And then when my dad passed away, I also had a friend that passed away from cancer, and I had one of my best friends that actually had cancer at the time. And it was a pretty rough time. So it's just still one of those times that what are you going to do with your life? My dad just had passed away, and I shared my collection with him. And, my friend of mine said, hey, you got to do something and get out of this rut. And I was inspired to really, in the beginning, just start documenting my collection, because you think that, you're not going to live forever. And my kids really didn't know, my family didn't really know exactly what I had and all my collection. And, it was around the time of COVID, beginning of COVID, 3.5 years ago. I went to the safe deposit box and started just doing a video, just trying to share with my family. I did it just to document what was my cards and what they were and what they meant and the history of them. And all of a sudden, people started commenting, and my daughter, who set up my channel, said, Dad, you got to get involved in this community. You got to start commenting. You got to get to know some of these people and just kind of get involved. And that's what I did. And I got to tell you guys, it's the best thing I've ever done in my life. It's enhanced my entire collecting. And, so my channel basically is my collecting journey. Since I started my channel, I've documented most of my collection. I show all the card shows that I go to, just kind of share my journey. I visit all the card shops in the area, document that, and do stuff like that, and just share everything that I've done. And most of all, my main thing with this channel is to shout out people that other people in this community. And that's really the number one thing that I'm trying to accomplish right now, because when I started, I got a lot of shout outs, a lot of people to help me out. And, it's my turn now. I've done a lot, but I think there's a lot more that I can do to help every single person that wants to start a YouTube channel or has started a YouTube channel to really become a part of this community. And this community really is a community of the top-notch people, the nicest people you've ever met. So I'm encouraging everyone to reach out to your favorite YouTubers, get to know them, do a video, just show your collection. You don't have to do anything. If you look at my videos, it's my mat and my cards and me talking about my cards. And it's just, I love it. I love the hobby. I love the people. I love YouTube and what it's done to my collecting journey. So anyway, thank you every single person that's ever watched my videos, that's ever commented on my videos, that I've met. I've met over 100 YouTubers now and many, many more of my subscribers. So thank you so much, everyone. I love every one of you guys. And I hope that I can meet you one day in person and give you all a big hug. Thanks again.
We love you too, Orlando. I'm so glad our paths crossed at Atlantic City, and I was able to invite you to the YouTube gathering, and you've become a great friend to many. So congratulations again on joining the class of 2025. Now, next up, we have Dylan from Double D Vintage Sports Cards. Baseball cards. I said sports.
Hey, Jake, no one has gotten my name right. I don't think there's anyone. Well, welcome back. I'll do my intro like Orlando. I really love that. Welcome back to Double D Vintage Baseball Cards. My name is Dylan, and it's fitting that I'm in the exact location of my very first video I ever filmed. Of course, then, at that moment, it was the beginning of this crazy journey, and I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what was going to come of this incredible things that have taken place over the last 3 years while doing this. When I first got on here on my first video, I talk about why I did this. And I talk about the marriage between my collection and investing and how I want to share my opinions and my thoughts. And nothing has changed on that level. That's one thing that I have stayed very sound on, and I'm proud of that I haven't changed my sense of being. I haven't changed myself. But what I have changed through this journey, through this YouTube, is how my cards look and what cards I'm collecting. And the reason is because of all the guys out there doing YouTube, all the guys that came before me, all the guys that are doing it now, all the guys popping on, watching other people's journey and the way they build their collections. I mean, even watching guys like John 3D 80s Kid build his collection twice in front of our eyes has been a really fun thing for me to do. I get inspired by that. And as you guys know, I redid my entire collection. I still have hundreds of cards from my original collection, but I sold off all my off-center stuff. I went on a crazy journey and shared with you guys along the way. And you guys embraced me, and you embraced that as a community, and you leave comments, and I do these crazy long videos standing in front of you guys with a baseball bat and my drink, and I allowed you guys into my card room, and I felt like you guys were in the room with me. I tried not to get emotional in this. I wasn't planning on it, but this award, so to speak, or this Hall of Fame vote it's truly meaningful because it's our peers. It's guys that we respect voting for us. It's like when I go surfing, and it takes years, decades and decades of commitment to drop in on the big waves and to be in that top group of guys. And in this, it's the same sense. And when they applaud you and you come out of a wave and you just have this feeling, and everyone's like, "I was sick." Yes, that's what it is here with my YouTube channel. Like, that's the sense I get, the gratitude I get from you guys. It's exhilarating. It has pushed my collecting to a different realm, buying rare cards, going down these different avenues, buying modern cards. Like, dude, I've never had so much fun collecting. I can't say that for sure, because I did have some incredible times in the past collecting, but every day I'm collecting now is like, I want to come home after surfing, after working, and play with my cards. And I want to do videos, and I want to share that journey with you guys. And all of you guys who've left comments on my channel, I can't tell you how much they mean to me. I read every single one of them. Yes, I'm one of those guys who doesn't reply to every single one. But that doesn't mean I don't love them. And when I hit the like button, that is my response to you. And it's not an excuse to not reply. But I just don't want to spend time sitting on a computer. I did that for a long time, replying to everyone. It's meaningful to read them, and I respond if I have the time and the moment. And I appreciate that you guys are understanding of that, and you still continue to come and watch my channel. I also found it really fitting this year, extra special for me, is that this year you guys also voted my favorite card in the whole world, the Robin Yount rookie card, into the Hall of Fame this year. Of course, this is class of 2024, but I basically the same year. And so I'm making the Hall of Fame with my favorite card of all time. And the fellow Hall of Famers that you guys voted in, Eddie, Sammy, Orlando, and last but not least, Adam, my co-host, the guy, my number 2 greatest supporter behind my wife. I can't think of a better group of guys to be, in the Hall of Fame with on this induction year. It's really an honor. Man, I thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. All the commenters out there that voted for me for collectors, that truly meant the world to me. Every time I share my opinions and my thoughts, it's not easy to do. It's one of those things that you have to jump over the hurdle. You have to just push yourself out there and put your, when you say something, it can trigger some people in ways. And I've been triggered, but I have learned, and I can't stress it enough that, and I say it all the time, but living it is a little different. But when we're talking about cards, I get pumped up, I get fired up, but I never get mad. I never get angry. I don't want to ever come across as a guy who's trying to tell you how to collect. And none of us are doing that. But I can't stress that enough. The pleasure it's been for me to express my opinions and go down these rabbit holes of things has been insane. So with all that said, I cheers you guys. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. It means the world to me. So there you go, guys. Back to you, Jake.
Congratulations again, Dylan. You did great, man. There's only really one way I can congratulate you properly, and that is double shaka, Dylan. Congrats to you as part of the class of 2025. Up next is Sammy Thunder.
Good evening, everybody. Sammy Thunder here. Welcome to Jake's channel. It's kind of surreal, honestly. I wrote something out. I'm going to kind of read it through, so I might look away from the screen, but just bear with me. First and foremost, I want to say congratulations to the other inductees tonight, Orlando, Dylan, Adam, and Eddie. Congratulations to you guys. You each have gifted us unique perspectives in the card collecting world and have brought on creative ways to demonstrate your passion and love for this hobby. Orlando, you're someone who I look up to when it comes to collecting. You seek out the rarities and have provided insight on cards that I may not have otherwise known about. Dylan, you're a true firecracker in the card collecting world. If there's anyone in this world that you want to discuss cards with at length, Dylan is the man for it. Your attention to detail is unparalleled and your love for collecting is infectious. Adam, you lend your hand in so many ways to this collecting world. You offer insight on every avenue of this hobby. You strive on providing a platform for others to share their love for the hobby, and through that, we get an incredible sense of your passion for it too. Eddie, we will never count subscribers, we only count friends. Your drive and determination proves time and time again how much of an asset you are to this collecting world. There are viewers and channels alike that admire your content and appreciate the time you offer us to sit down, relax, and enjoy that long-standing greeting we've come to love. Now, as far as where I fit in this, I'm honored to be inducted among my fellow inductees. It's hard to think back on the progression of my channel because there have been a lot of changes in the style of my content. As of these days, I'm someone who wants to know the roots of where all cards come from. Not so much like the physical aspects, like where they being made in the factory, but more the historical context. For example, what it must have been like to rip open a Stahlmeyer hot dog package that you'd get from the grocery store and find your favorite player. Granted, it was likely damaged because it was frozen, but still awesome, right? And I'm also still trying to dig into the history of the Pinkerton Tobacco Company. Still a work in progress. That is definitely on the horizon. History aside, I want to thank everyone that voted, not just for me, but in general. I want to thank you, Jake, thanks to Jake for doing a great job of being a caretaker for the YouTube Sports Card Hall of Fame. Thank you for all the viewers out there that leave comments time and time again on our videos. It's obvious that we all love collecting and making videos, but having an audience share that enthusiasm means a lot and keeps us motivated. Thank you to John, Theo, Dan, and Caesar from Fork Collectors for inviting me to join the group. It has been an awesome journey. Thank you to Jason from Everyday Card Collector for being my co-host of Cardboard and Cold Ones. I enjoy collaborating with you guys all the time. Thank you all for taking the time to listen to this speech. I look forward to what 2025 has in store for us at Strongsville and the National when a lot of us get together. Everybody be safe, be well, and remain humble. Thank you.
Thank you, Sammy. I've already been calling you a hobby hero for some time. We know that you are for collectors, but I'm thrilled now that I can call you a YouTube Sports Card Hall of Famer. So congratulations, Sammy. You're the man. Next up, we have Adam from Splendid Sports Cards.
Thanks, Jake. Man, I didn't know we were doing intros. I don't really have a good intro to my channel. I should have, but I think sometimes I'll say like, hey, it's Adam from Splendid Sports. Hey there. So I'll say that. Yeah, I just want to thank you, Jake. I mean, you literally couldn't have a better person to run this whole thing than you. Whenever you speak, I just feel calm and like everything's going to be okay. So thanks for doing this. I know you got young kids and you don't have a ton of time like a lot of us. So thank you. Thank you for doing this. I just want to say I'm honored, man, to be not only in the YouTube Sports Card Hall of Fame in the larger group, but to be going in it with you guys really means a lot to me. You know, I could go on and on about all the awesome things about you guys. It means a lot. I just want to say the thing with this community is it's a special place because you can really make true friends. And I have, and I know a lot of you guys have too. And as we get older, for me at least, it's harder and harder to do that. But on here, it's easy. So in that way, it's really awesome. I never saw this one coming. I never saw any of this coming, really. When I started my channel, I really didn't have a lot of expectations for it. I just felt like I wanted to try it, and I didn't know how it would come off. I'm very sarcastic a lot of times. I joke around, but a lot of times it's dry humor. So I don't know. A lot of times maybe that doesn't translate well, and I'm not the easiest guy to get to know, I guess, sometimes. So it makes me feel good that I feel like, maybe things went pretty well so far. I just want to thank Dylan, first of all, for agreeing to talk with me on Turn Back the Clock all those times, and hopefully in the future. So, I think, Dylan, you were maybe the first person to comment on one of my videos, and you really opened the door to this community. I didn't really know anyone. When you commented on my video and I checked out your channel and watched your videos, and I saw who was commenting on your videos, and just it spread from there. And then you were my first episode of 3 and 3, which I did a bunch of those, and I'm still going to be doing them here and there. And I want to thank all the people that agreed to come on my channel, take time out of their lives and talk with me. I really appreciate that. And all the people who have invited me on their channels to talk. It means a lot. I always enjoy it. I always look forward to it. It's just as fun now as when I started doing it. So I'm going to keep going. And I want to thank, the commenters too, the people who leave those comments in the live chats and on our videos. It keeps us going. It keeps us motivated. It lets us know that people are watching, but also engaged and having a conversation through that. And a lot of those commenters don't have channels. So it really is a crucial part to this whole thing. So thank you to those people. I'm probably leaving stuff out, but I do want to end this, the last, my dad died in November, and I got my sunglasses here. I hope I don't need them, but the last, 5 months have been the hardest of my life. And, all the people that voted for me and all the people that said nice things about me, man, it's helped. It really has. So I can't go much further, but back to you, Jake. Thank you, guys.
That was awesome, Adam. I'm glad it has meant something to you. I mean, this is what this process is all about, bringing people together and having a positive impact on people's lives. And you, my friend, have done many things for people behind the scenes, including the YouTube Sports Card Hall of Fame itself. Adam is the architect of the website, and I'm thankful for that. And I'm thankful for your friendship. You are a splendid addition to the 2025 class. But next, we have up Eddie over at Eddie's Cardboard Chaos.
Thank you, Jake. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to follow that. Adam, I can identify with a lot of what you said there at the end. Most of you know about this last year for myself as well. And it's the community that really rallied around me and helped, really helped with the healing. So awesome stuff. And I wanted to first off thank Jake for keeping the Hall of Fame alive and making it what it is. I think you're doing a great job. Keep it up. I look forward to the changes as well. But I think what you've done with it has just really been outstanding. A little nervous, got to be honest. I'm trying to follow Brad's advice about not overthinking it. So I've decided I'm not going to do that. I mean, I am going to do that. I am not going to overthink it. I think that's what I mean. Whew. Okay. So since this is an acceptance speech, I would like to formally accept my election to the YouTube Sports Card Hall of Fame 2025. And I cannot imagine going in with 4 better dudes. I've never met Adam in person, but I've met everybody else. And I think all of these people are people you would love to just sit down and have a beer with, talk cards, and are just genuinely awesome, cool guys. And I'm honored to be in the class of 2025 with you. So now that that's said, I can announce, and now that I'm in, this is my last video. So I was only doing all this to get in the Hall of Fame. And now that I have that patch, I am, oh, actually, I don't have it yet. I need to keep making content. Oh boy. Okay, I'm going to keep going. Forget about what I said. A lot of people wanted to take credit for this. So I heard from the frat house. I heard from the Misfits saying, because we voted for you. I heard from people that voted early and people that voted late. And really the credit goes to this $8 mic I got off Amazon, and the fact that I eventually turned my camera sideways. Of course, I'm having some fun. The real credit goes to you. Every like, every subscription, every encouraging word. I tried to share my collection on many different platforms before YouTube, forums, a Facebook page, a Facebook group, Instagram, Twitter, you name it. And the 1 or 2 hearts or likes or thumbs up just never did much for me. But when I do an upload now and I get, or even in the early days, 2 or 3 comments would be enough to keep me going, and 30 views. And I always likened it to if 30 people were standing in my room watching me show off sports cards, that would be a lot. So I try to just look at even this 30 as a lot. And since then, obviously, it's grown exponential. And I don't know, whatever it is you keep coming back for, I appreciate it. I am going to keep making content. I hope I didn't make Jake too nervous. But I wanted to tell one quick story, my outro story, how it came to be. After about a year of making content, I got really fixated on my subscriber count. Like, why is that? It was stuck at whatever, 150, let's say. Doesn't seem to be moving. And what do I need to do to make it move? And then I was just struck with this thought. Well, I still have all these people I'm making friends with, and I have all these comments, and that's really going to be enough for me. So I don't need to worry about that subscriber count. I still see it. It still kind of lingers over me, but I decided just not to make it a thing. And that has really helped me a lot. So if you're following along, as I pass it back to Jake, do it with me. We don't count subscribers. We count friends.
Well, even though you've unsubscribed from my channel, Eddie, I still count you as a friend. Congratulations to you as part of the class of 2025, my friend. I'm going to bring all these guys back one more time here at the end. This is your YouTube Sports Card Hall of Fame class of 2025. Congratulations to each and every one of them. And because of what Eddie said, I now charge them to not do what he said, to continue to be a part of this community, participate, and do everything that makes this community what it is great.
I'm not going anywhere, just for the record.
Okay, good. All right. Well, for these guys, on behalf of the class of 2025, congratulations to y'all and everybody out there. Keep collecting, and God bless.